So I got this comment, and it has led me on a bit of a goose chase, you could say. So this is the knife we're using, pretty sexy knife, and we're gonna be doing a couple things. This is gonna take a minute. No, the sound's not broken. I'm sick of reading comments about the dog bark. So the baseline knife at 16 stacks of bleed is doing 68 on the crusher. Now, if you remember from my original video where I said rending was bad, I said rending is only good on weapons that hit moderately hard, don't have a lot of penetration. Generally, everything that hits hard has a lot of penetration. So my qualifications for rending to be good were it has to hit often, it has to hit moderately hard but not very hard, and it needs to not be super high penetration. Bleed, and by extension, all dots, kind of seem like they fit that description just across the board. So I decided to try this. This is just 10% rending, so 68 damage, and it goes up to 87, which is actually a pretty fucking significant increase. That's like a 30-40% increase. That's very substantial. Now, we can take this further with Onslaught for brittleness, plus the 10% rending, and now we flat out doubled our dot damage. That's actually pretty substantial amount of damage there, especially considering all you have to do to maintain that. Now, it's a little hard to maintain this on multiple crushers, but it is not bad if you're just going to play something like this. Like, you see, we've almost half this health already. And if you want to see it on Maulers as well, it's okay. It's not as good because Maulers have less health, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, hold on. There's something I want to see because I did not test it. If you're playing like a typical veteran build and you have like this stuff for your ultimate, because I deliberately avoided nodes like Superiority Complex and Precision Strikes. Can you just 1, 2, 3, 4 apply max bleed? Will this just kill on its own? I think it will. Yeah, so that's incredibly good. So dots definitely seem like the kind of thing where dots seem like they're kind of the thing on rending. But I also kind of just want to talk about dots in general. Now, you know what? I'll do that later. I just wanted to talk about rending in terms of dots. You know what? I want to show you something on Psyker as well. So let me just change operative real fast. So Psyker has a real interesting setup with dots because Psyker's kind of like the dot class, and Uncanny Strike is like the rending node. Something that people don't know super well is rending from Uncanny Strike actually works on your ranged weapon, especially if that damage is already applied. So you should probably be able to see where I'm going with this. And in case you're wondering, yeah, it's pretty okay. Because Psyker can get a shit ton of flat damage increases, but I just wanted to show you what this is like as well. So we just got regular Uncanny Strike, Purge Staff, no talents, so we can always get like 20%-ish more damage going here. But if we only apply like 3 stacks of Soul Blaze, it's ticking for 1, and then each hit of Uncanny is giving us a pretty decent jump of damage. But what happens if we apply max Soul Blaze stacks? Well, now our damage goes up, just like with Bleed, to a pretty fucking substantial amount. We go from 12 all the way up to 104. Soul Blaze has significantly better scaling with this than Bleed does. This setup will work for Veteran and Zealot as well, by the way. And this is honestly the one time I would genuinely, seriously recommend I would recommend Bleed. I'm sorry, Rending. Especially because you can do this. I saw one guy doing this in one of my games, and I was asking him, I was like, what the hell are you doing? and he was telling me that you can apply Soul Blaze. This was like a month ago. You can apply Soul Blaze and then do this to like packs of Crushers, and stack it up. And I never really thought about it until now, but yeah, that actually has really high scaling potential to be very, very strong. I'm sure someone who actually plays Staff Psyker a lot has already done this though.